Alright, we're here today to do a quick little review of the Magellan Angler Pro PD. Thing's been pretty sweet. Go over what I've gotten done to it and how I've rigged it up. First then I'll go over the pros and then just a few of the cons. Not too many cons. As a lot of people have mentioned, the steering system's a little sluggish. I would highly recommend that you snug up that bolt right there. Or not snug it up, loosen that up, sorry. Snug it and then drop it back a couple hairs. And that'll get that steering real nice. Went ahead and went with the 13x13 yak pack. Just 3 rod holders. I use just a safety paddle, just in case the old pedal action breaks down. This is my homemade battery box right here. You got USBs on this side, little voltmeter. On this side, you've got your hookups for your fish finder. And then I've got a switch. It's not externally mounted, but if you open it up in here, it turns the whole system off and on. There's the foldable net from H2O, which is a Academy company, same company that promotes this kayak. This is actually a Riot build. Not the best quality of kayaks, but for what I can afford, it works. Ample space up front, and then you've got your pedal drive here. I went ahead and added the Yak Attack rod holder. I forget what they call this one. It's got the little twist lock here. Let's see, did the double stack. Started out with one and then realized I wanted like a trunk here, kind of to put a hand, you know, keep my hands dry. I got some plastics down in there too. And then up in here, I've got my little mini tackle box. Top's got bass. And the bottom, if I can get this open without spilling everything, that's my panfish. The skunk buster kit underneath there. The Lowrance Hook Reveal 2 5-inch. The Yak cup holder. Did do the good old redneck seat lift here. Got 2 pieces of plywood there. That's something you're definitely going to want to do right out of the gate. You'll be sitting on here like a recumbent bike. Yeah, that's the majority. Oh, I did add, I put a couple of these Roto Tracks, or whatever you want to call them. I like these because when I'm actually on the boat fishing, what I'll do is I'll stick the ass end of my rod in here, and then it lays, you know, straight and kind of sits in here. That's where I put my crappie stick. I'm gonna do a video on that. Actually, it's a really sweet little setup that's way under $100. That'll blow your mind. So yeah, and then I went ahead and did the transducer where it should go. I know a lot of people run a mount on these, and let's see, where is that? There it is, right there. That is the correct transducer location. Your transducer will go in there, and that black plate will not affect anything. I see a ton, well, I shouldn't say a ton because there's not a whole lot of videos out on these right now, but the ones that I have seen say put your transducer in there and leave that black plate off. By all means, do not leave that black plate off. That is designed to be there for a reason. What else? Oh, the one thing that has been the only thing actually that's been a nuisance is lining up the prop, pulling it in and out. That is a pain in the ass. I fish in a lot of murky water, so for me to tell if that shaft is, all I see is red down there. So that is one con. The amount of muscle it takes to pull your rudder up and down, it's not that I'm not strong enough, it's I feel as if it's putting excess strain right here. Those little guys, as you pull, will come out like that, which tells me little bits of water are getting in the boat. So my fix for that is going to be run some marine sealant just around each of those grommets. Time will tell, you know, how well some of these, they go in and out, you know, here, if water's going to get inside there or not, but I'll just do the extra measure and, or go the extra measure, I should say, and go ahead and seal that stuff up, along with, you know, a lot of other stuff. The rails, there's a lot of them, which is nice. However, they're pretty weak. Like, there's a lot of, it depends on where you mount stuff. Like, if you mount stuff back here, it tends to be a little bit more, what do you call it? Hold on, I need to mess with my settings here because the screen keeps wanting to twist on me. Oh well. Still getting used to my GoPro, but anyways, the tracks, like I said, plenty of space, but depending on where you mount, the rigidity is not good. Like, I had an offset mount for this that actually hung off to the side, and I had it over here, and this thing was just, you know, flopping around like a rag doll, and it wasn't the mount, it was just the flex of the track that it's sitting in. So that is one downfall. They are flush mount, so and it's only recessed on one side, so you might be able to upgrade those depending on the width that you go with. There's two more up here. You got one little small one here, got one little small one here. I got a cleat up here. Anyway, those I couldn't find a whole lot of good use for. Your feet, when you pedal, come about right here. So to me, that just didn't make any sense. I mean, I guess maybe your fish finder, but then you'd be reaching far forward all the time. I don't know. I kind of like the way I have this set up. I went ahead and routed the wiring nice and clean with some snap clips. They're like these little adhesive. You can see them down in there. Have that come around. Your transducer comes straight out through the scupper hole there. And I just bunched up the wire and stuck it there. I got my seat cushion down here. Just my little dry box to keep my phone in and stuff. And I believe that might sum it up. The thing cruises at about 2.5 miles an hour without putting any sort of effort into it. Get going, you can get about 4.5 before she starts to cavitate a little bit. You start hearing that prop just blowing air. You start really cranking on it. But anyway, that is Mean Gene, the fishing machine. Went ahead and got the knockoff. This is a Amazon version of the Vevor cart. Or not Vevor, what is that, the Railblazer? Yeah, and this is a Rad Sports. Let me tell you, man, I like it. And what I kind of think makes this one shine a little bit more than the Sea-Tug is you got two straps, which might be a little bit more, you know, to deal with, but I do believe that solves a lot of the problems with the guys having problems with their Sea-Tugs with the single strap with the Kayak wanting to come out of it. I haven't had any issues. I've pulled this thing up banks. No problem. No problemos. But there she is, y'all. I just wanted to get another perspective, my view of what I feel I spent my hard-earned money on was worth. And I do believe that for $9.99 is what these are on sale for right now. But you get yourself a really nice kayak for the money. It's 10'6", a little easier to carry around, extremely stable. In fact, I got some footage of me standing up in it. There it is. Good old GoPro hates that low light. Sorry for the messy garage, y'all. Alright. Well, that concludes that. Hope y'all enjoyed, and we'll see you on the next video. If you enjoyed the video, and or if you hated it, that's cool too. Just know I'm trying, and if y'all can like and subscribe to the channel, that'd be awesome. Alright, y'all have a good one. God bless. Alright, this has been the maiden voyage on the Magellan Angler Pro PD, I believe they call this. I gotta say, for the money you really can't go wrong.